could use a little love, a little help with converting leads to sales.
All of us.
It's kind of one of those things where you just have to get some practice sometimes, but you also need to kind of know what's important to do and what you should be focusing on, so that when that lead comes in, you have a process, you have a plan, you know exactly how you're going to kind of take that person by the hand and lead them to you as a solution. The number one step here in converting leads to sales, getting couples pre-sold to hire you. So before a lead even comes in, there's some groundwork, so to speak, that you need to do so that they become pre-sold to hire you. Like they are 50% or more of the way there of making a decision to hire you before they even talk to you. So let's talk about some ways to get couples pre-sold to hire you. So the first thing is in your marketing message.
So the idea is couples are out there searching online. They're searching, asking for help and asking their friends, and they're out at 2 a.m. in their pajamas trying to figure out their wedding or their honeymoon. And they come across your website. Maybe they just Google search it, or they find a blog post of yours, or whatever they find, something, your social post, it leads them back to your website. Or you can have your branding message on your social profiles too. So whatever happens, it leads them to one of your profiles somewhere online, one of your online assets. And your message on there is identify who your ideal wedding couple is, and then get a message tailored to them, because that gets you the clients that you want to have. It eliminates the ones, or hopefully pushes a lot of the ones you don't want to have away from you and attracts the ones you do want.
For me, my hot tip on creating this marketing message is really thinking about the number one thing that your couple is struggling with. And that is also going to help you to pinpoint you're the solution to their problem, right? Who you help, how you help them. All right. The next thing that you want to do is also have a lead magnet. So getting couples pre-sold to hire you, you need to have a lead magnet. The lead magnet is like an answer to one of their problems. The lead magnet is the solution to one of the issues that that your ideal couple is facing. And here's the thing, a lot of people, they jump into this business and they never take time to really think about who it is that they want to help and what that couple is going through, what the pain points are of that couple. And when you take the time to figure that out, that is going to open up this aha moment of, okay, I know how to speak to this person. That's your marketing, right? Talking to somebody specific and helping them with a solution. Another thing is your social media, your blog, all the content that you're creating. All of that also gets people pre-sold to hire you, because you're helping them. You understand who they are, you understand what they need, and you're giving them pieces of that, right? You're giving content to them that's going to actually help them. And so then it makes them, again, more like they trust you, they know you, they like you. So they're getting warmed up, pre-sold to hire you. Okay, so the other way to get couples pre-sold to hire you is with your reviews.
That's a great job.
So your reviews that you have from past clients, showcase them however you can, right? Showcase them every once in a while on your stories, on your posts. You can even have a little blurb in a blog post that you write, highlighting them, reminding people, and then of course having some place on your website for people to see, testimonies, reviews, raving fans, however you want to call it. But that also gets people pre-sold to hire you. And I know if you're brand new, you're not going to have that right away, but that's okay. You will eventually have it. We all started that way. We all started with not having reviews and not having any feedback from anybody. So it will come. So the second thing to convert leads to sales is to have a consultation process. And this is a big part of the selling process when it comes to destination weddings.
Well, think of it this way. Now people are aware of you. They've read some of your content. They probably got your lead magnet. They are now feeling like, okay, there's somebody out there. Either they've got enough answers to feel like they can move forward, or they know that there's now somebody out there that has the answers. The idea is when you're putting your content or your lead magnet out there, you are the person eventually they're going to be like, oh, thank God, there's someone out there that I know I can turn to. And they might try to do it themselves a little bit longer, but they already know now there's somebody out there And if I need to, I'm going to reach out to them. So eventually, when they can't figure it out, which happens to a lot of people or most people, they will reach out and schedule a consultation. But you've got to have that, have that all set up. And one of the reasons you get their email is because you're going to send them an email inviting them to have a consultation with you. That's part of the whole process.
All right. And the first part of your consultation, I'm just going to go over some quick highlights and tips, is developing that rapport, asking questions about them, how they met, how long they've been dating. Tell me about the proposal, tell me about your, whatever, where you work, all of those fun things. You're just creating a relationship. You're getting to know them.
Absolutely.
So one of the other tips for the consultation process is asking the right questions. As a destination wedding pro, you want to pull out some information and ask questions that they haven't thought of yet, because you've got the wedding side of things. You need to get a handle on what they have vision wise there. And then you have the vacation side of things where you need to pull out like what's important to them about that particular thing. And then, you're kind of like meshing those two together to help partner with them. But once you start asking those questions, they realize they don't know as much as they thought they did, or they realize that there's a lot more that goes into this that they didn't think about. And that's a good thing, because then again, that points to you as the solution to their problem, right? So even if they're fine tuning and you're getting some clarity and they're like, wow, I didn't think about that. Wow. And they're feeling good about it. They're still then like, okay, now how do we bring this all together? And that's how this consultation process is just magic, right? So then the next part of the consultation process is explaining the process of planning a destination wedding. So you, as the expert, do need to explain to the couple exactly how this whole process works. And in doing that, you're solidifying that you know what you're doing. You're also overwhelming them just enough to make them think, I don't want to do this by myself. And that, again, this is how it's like a non-sleazy way to sell your services. We want to take that lead and we want to convert them into somebody who's going to hire you. And so you're also investing time into them. And on the flip side, they're investing time with you. And believe me, once they go through your consultation process and you have that all set up and you've got that going, like, people don't want to start over. They don't want to go through this again with somebody else. They're ready to get the show on the road, because the majority of the time, people that become leads are already at their like breaking point. Like, I've been trying to figure this out on my own, and now I need to get some help. And that's why they schedule that consultation with you to begin with. So all you're doing is having that conversation. You're investing time into them, and you're showing that you care. You're listening, right? You're being a good advocate for them right from the get-go. And that is how you close the deal. Okay. To convert leads to sales, first thing we talked about was getting couples pre-sold to hire you. Then having a consultation process. Okay. We just gave you some great tips on that. And then the third thing you want to do to convert that lead to a sale is to reinforce your value via a list of services. So what I recommend you do is list out all of the things that you do for a wedding couple. Like, literally get a notepad out or a Word document, whatever it is, and just start listing out all of the different things that you do from the very beginning when you first start working with them to the very end when you're sending them everything that they need so that they can go off and have, happily ever after at the resort. In my opinion, don't just post that on your website.
We do not suggest
follow this process. Have people schedule a consult with you. Show your value on that consult by your knowledge, by your listening, by your caring, and then reinforce with that list of services. And one other little tip on your list of services, once you list out that list, like, go back and see if there's a way that you can write it where you're really showcasing how that particular service, that particular thing that you do benefits them. So don't be afraid to rewrite it and say, okay, now I need to, these are the things that I do, but let's see if I can change how that's worded, maybe to better showcase how it's going to benefit the couple, benefit the guests, that sort of thing.
And wanted to remind everybody, 20K Content Hero, the new June content is out.
So
True,
for
but I just did a
June,
video
I
on it.
wrote about destination proposal packages,
There we
which
go.
is
Thank you.
awesome because what does that do? That gets you the client before they've even proposed,
Before they
right?
even go to a wedding show.
So this is a beautiful thing, right? They want
Right.
to propose, so you're doing a destination proposal, blog and social content and all this kind of stuff. And so that then you're solidifying them as a client, and they may want to do a destination wedding or a honeymoon, and you're getting, both of those, and they're just like, you're
Right.
partnering with them right from the get-go. And then the other one, the other blog post is all about honeymoon packages.
Right. So it's like the top 4 proposal packages
Mhm.
and the top 4 honeymoon packages. So
Yeah.
it's a good way to get you in front of these wedding couples long before they even go to a wedding show,
Mhm.
and they build a relationship with you. So if they do a proposal package, they're going to naturally look to you for their honeymoon or for their destination wedding.
Just go to 20kcontenthero.com.
It's a wedding and honeymoon content subscription that gives you blog posts, email, pre-written emails, social posts, and 4 done for you reels
Right.
a month,
Mhm.
2 for each blog post. These are really good reels. They're done professionally.
𝗧𝗧 content is still there. So if you join now, you get 𝗧𝗧 content, which is all about Hawaii. Okay, everyone, have yourselves awesome weeks, and we will see you next week on our Facebook Live show.
Great to see everybody.
Thanks for joining us today.